Good evening, everybody. Today, my name is Uciel Sandoval, and today we're gonna ask you answer this pretty interesting question, which is pretty amazing for me. How many people in Mexico have the opportunity to study nowadays? So let's talk about that. So, through the days and ages here in Mexico was a pretty interesting topic talking about education because only some families in the beginning of the days have the opportunity to have a male kid having an education. Sometimes they find a person that would like to teach their kids, or maybe they didn't have an education, they only work for their parents and all that kind of stuff. So, the interesting fact is that only a small amount of people have been having education since the early ages of our community, which makes me think a lot of things. For example, nowadays, all kind of things have changed. For example, now all kids have to go to school obligatory because it's something necessary to have a job and all that kind of stuff. For example, did you know that kids between the ages of 3 and 5 years, only the 63% have an education? In which is pretty interesting because it's, in most of the cases, the women of the house have the opportunity to have an education. They have like 64% of the 97% of the females in Mexico have an education between the ages of 6 and 15 years. So that makes me wonder a lot of things, in which answer me all kind of stuff. For example, you may ask, well, that may be the case in big cities, but yeah, it changes a small amount. For example, in big cities like Mexico City or Guadalajara and all that kind of places, the 97% of the kids have an education. But in small cities, for example in Chihuahua or for example in Puebla and Oaxaca, the 94% of the kids have an education, which makes me pretty happy because the Mexican government have made more easy to have an education nowadays. You don't have to pay a lot of things. For example, most of the universities here in Mexico, they're pretty cheap to go. You don't have to pay a lot amount of money, for example, in the United States. So that makes me pretty happy. So let's keep talking about this. For example, you may wonder right now, for example, how many people in Mexico have the opportunity to go to the university? Because most of them have the work of getting some money for their families, so it may be pretty hard for some people to go to the university. So yeah, did you know that only 44% of the kids between the ages of 14 years and 24 years have the opportunity to enter a university or have an education nowadays? So this is pretty interesting. Most of the people likes to work. They will like to support the family. They don't have the time to study because we have to agree that studying takes you a lot of time. You have to put in a lot of effort because if you have a scholarship, you have to maintain that kind of grades. So that's maybe pretty hard for people that have like they don't have a dad or a mom which can help them to um, grow a family. So yeah, so this is pretty sad, but I think that nowadays we have all kind of techniques or all kind of tools like schools by internet, which you can address in a page online and have your university done by internet. So that's pretty amazing tool to people that don't have a lot of time during the day or the afternoon, so they can do it in the night. So that's pretty interesting. I hope you like it. Hope you was interesting for you to listen to this. And if you want to learn more about these facts or where I get this information, you can visit cuéntame.inag.org.mx has population has assistance, so you can learn more about this and all this important information, so you can be more informed of what is happening here in our country called Mexico. So hope you like it. See you next time. Bye bye.